Alright, so in case you somehow missed it and haven't been on the internet for days, Apple just recently had their March 8th event yesterday, and this event, there was a lot of stuff introduced, so in this video I'm just going to break it down with you to exactly what was introduced, including my new favourite Mac, the Mac Thicc Plus Pro Max Ultra, whatever you want to call it, but that's the real name in my opinion, the Mac Pro Plus Thicc Pro Max Ultra or something. But yeah, the Mac Studio, it's thick. Alright, so the event first starts with Tim, and Timmy Boy comes on the stage. He's like, "Good morning, today at Apple, we're so excited to talk about new rambles on, we show off some new trailers for Apple TV Plus," and I wasn't interested, but then I looked closer, I was like, wait a goddamn minute, is that Ryan Reynolds? Apple, you have my attention now, so maybe I'll check out some of those shows and get them 100% legally. I swear I'll get them legally through Apple TV Plus. Yeah, definitely gonna check that out because it's Ryan Reynolds. Why wouldn't I? And then, so I've heard a lot of people talk about up to the event. Apple have been doing, well, rumored to be doing some stuff with sports, and Apple have now basically got Friday Night Baseball on Apple TV Plus, and it's only available on Apple TV Plus. So that's gonna be quite cool for Apple going forward. Maybe they'll branch into more sports. I don't really care though about the sports viewing channel category stuff. So yeah. Then we started with the actual more interesting news. We got a new colour for the iPhone 13 lineup for the Pro and the 13 itself. To be honest with you, Apple, I get why they introduced it now. Basically, it's like halfway through the year, the 14 is going to come out soon. So I get why they kind of did this, try and push sales of the 13 a bit, a bit more further along. According to Apple, the 13 has been one of their best quarters for a while now. 6 years, they said, but to be honest with you, I really, really wish this colour came out at launch. I would have got that green the minute it came out. Just look at it, it's beautiful. This also reminds me of what Apple did last year with the 12, where they just introduced the purple colour for like halfway through the year during April. God, I can't believe that was a year ago. And then we got to the iPhone SE3, and you know what? They put an A15 chip in a phone of like a 1800 milliamp hour battery. The phone's gonna last like 5 minutes. It's gonna be like, oh, you started your day. Oh yeah, I'm out of battery already. The SE already has such bad battery life. They're not putting a big battery. The chip may help it a bit, but oh, come on. 4.7 inch screen still, it's $429. It should just remove $9 off that. Come on, $420 iPhone, nice. But yeah, the SE3, it's interesting idea. Had a new camera or something. I don't know. I didn't really pay too much attention. As the SE3 really isn't interesting. Also got photographic style something. Yet again, I don't care about the SE3. Then we got to the iPad, and there's an iPad Air, a new one after 2 years. Wait. That's an 11 inch. That's an iPad Air. That's an M1. That is an M1. All bezel design. Face ID, Touch ID, 120Hz, 60Hz, Thunderbolt, USB-C. Wait, it's like 5 differences. Yeah. The 11 inch iPad Pro and iPad Air currently have 5 differences. So you may be thinking, what has Apple done? They've just killed the 11 inch iPad Pro. They've killed the whole lineup. Their lineup's ruined. Yes, they've ruined the lineup for now. But this happened last time when the Air came out. The Air had the A14 Bi on it, or whatever Apple called it, and the Pro still had the A12XZ, but then Apple introduced a new iPad Pro a few months later with the M1 chip, so most likely we'll be getting an M2 iPad Pro soon. I don't think Apple are crazy enough to put an M1 Pro and M1, what's the name of it? M1 Max, god those names suck, into like an iPad. I just don't think that would work with heating and everything. But I think we may be getting an M2 chip into the new iPad Pros. I think that'll be quite interesting, as I am looking actually getting a new iPad Pros. My iPad Pro for 2018 is dying like hell. It just freezes, crashes, lags. I don't know what's going on with it. It's just been broken since basically iPad OS 15. Yeah, it's being a pain in the ass. So I'm really just looking forward to getting my hands on a new iPad Pro at some point soon. So I'll probably wait for this M2 iPad Pros. Oh, and by the way, according to Apple, the new Air is 60% faster, as in CPU, and 2 times better graphics performance. I don't know, I won't be getting one, so you'll have to watch another person see how it performs. Then we've got center stage on the front camera, so now every single iPad in the lineup has center stage, 12 megapixels and some other stuff. And then, they had to say it, didn't they? No one can help themselves these days. More ramble about 5G. You know what my notes say about 5G? 5G, fuck this shit, I don't care. And then my notes after that says, I don't care at this point, I'm not, yeah. I really don't care about 5G, please. It's not a big deal. It's not going to be a big deal for about another 5 years. Please stop rambling on about it. I don't care if your tablet has 5G, because it ain't going to be doing shit for 5 more years till 5G is actually good. And the USB-C port is 2 times more faster, but it's not Thunderbolt, so a bit of a scam in my opinion. Put Thunderbolt in there, and then we're talking Apple. And then it's $599 for the base model of 64 gigs of storage or 256 gigabytes. They don't give the price for that. I'll show it on the screen now if it's on the website, which it should be. Pre-orders are available this Friday, and it's coming. When's it coming? It's coming 18th of March 2022, and that's, yeah. This looks interesting. I won't be getting it, but to people who looking for a new iPad, this looks like a really good option. We moved onto the Max. Now the Max. Oh boy, we have the M1. Not the M1 Pro, not the M2, not the M1 Pro Max, the M1 Max Pro, the M1 Ultra. Oh wait, it was the M1 Ultra. Damn it, such stupid naming schemes. At least they could have called it like M1 Pro Max Ultra. Like, that would have been a beautiful name, M1 Pro Max Ultra. So, what chip you got there? Yeah, I got an M1 Pro Max Ultra. What about you? Oh yeah, I just got an M1 Pro Max. You know, got an M1 Max Pro. Naming Apple. Yeah, this basically just connects two M1 Max chips together. It's a pretty advanced technique called science. May have never heard of it before. And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna read out to you the technical specifications, but this chip, if what Apple has said, it seems very promising. Although Apple start comparing it to GPUs, it says in the bottom, you can see at the bottom, comparing to a 3060, just RTX 3060, not TI or anything, and it says almost the exact same performance as this CPU. Then GPU. When they say it again, they say almost the exact same performance as this GPU too. They have a 3090 in the corner. Apple, that's not how it works. A 3060 and 3090 are very different in performance. A 3060 and a 3090, you can't have similar performance to a 3060 and similar performance to a 3090 in the same chip. That's not how it works, man. Now I move on to the big boy, the Mac Thicc Plus Pro Ultra Mega Voltron. I don't know what you want to call it. The M1 Studio. M1 Max Studio. Yeah, it's one chunky boy. I mean, look at that. Hella thick. But this seems like an interesting idea. Maybe Apple basically just killed the Mac Pro in one, like, fella swoop. The Mac Pro. Why would you buy a Mac Pro when you can buy this? Now look, for professionals, there's still a few softwares left on the Intel which can't be getting M1 yet. But, well, not M, actually it is all M1. But for 99% of people out there, getting an Intel Mac, especially Mac Pro, is just ridiculous. The Mac Studio is hella expensive. I think it was like $2,000 for the M1 Max and $4,000 for the M1 Ultra. But you get quite a lot for that. But it's still hella expensive what you're getting. And you're also obviously paying for the Apple tax and all of that crap. But if you're actually looking for a computer like this computer seems really, really good. It's got ports. It's got everything you want in a computer. Apple gave us ports. Yes, they did it. They learned to give us ports. And then we got the studio display. Finally, we're getting a replacement for the studio display, you know. Serving for a display, you know, just a bit cheaper than $1,000. Obviously, I wasn't going to buy it, but still. Apple, the best I can do is $1,500. Really? Still, also, they didn't say the price of these two things until the very end of this. Very. I mean, also, I love how they're like, oh yeah, it's edge-to-edge bezels. You call that edge-to-edge? Well, my iPad Pro is also edge-to-edge, according to you guys. You know, if that's edge-to-edge, then my MacBook's also edge-to-edge, and my Razer Blade's also edge-to-edge. Everything I own is edge-to-edge bezels. Yeah, if that's what edge-to-edge bezels are. Bezels, not bezels, English. But the screen, it's like 5K, it's got True Tone, it's got 3 USB-C, 1 Thunderbolt, it's got all the cool stuff you want. But the bezels, really? We've also got a webcam in the screen which has center stage. Now this basically beats everyone thinking that Apple didn't put center stage on the iMac and the MacBook Pros because of it was going to be like a stationary device. The screen's going to be a stationary device. Yeah, it has center stage, so Apple, why haven't you put in any other Macs you just made? And you've literally even more unjustified with not being that big on your MacBook. Unless they made it that big on purpose, then for the next generation to give us center stage and Face ID, just so some people were to upgrade. It's not like they did that because they want money. A company isn't allowed to make money. Company shouldn't be allowed to make money. That shouldn't be how it works. Why would a company be allowed to make money, you crazy people? And this, not 1,500. This was 1,600 with the stand. 400 more for the height adjustable stand. When I think it was like 30 or something for the VESA adapter. It's probably actually going to be like $5,000 for the VESA adapter. Let's be honest. If it costing 500 or 100, I don't remember, on the what's it called, the XDR display. Apple, you pay more for less. That's actually Philips Hue slogan in my opinion. Philips Hue, pay more for less. But yeah, that was the Apple event, and it was a very interesting event. And none of these products are anything I'm ever going to get my hands on, as none of these are interesting to me, or I'm not changing my phone for a green one, even though the green color looks mwah. That's the only thing I liked about the event, the green phone. That's it. I'm out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.